Now that you've had a chance to just kind of look at your picture of your two tennis balls, now we're going to actually pick them up and handle them. So we have the two tennis balls, and you can see that they're both yellow in color. They're both the same size. They're both spheres, round. One bounces, one not so much. Okay, so then I'm going to measure the mass. So I'm going to put tennis ball A. This is the one that bounced. And remember, I'm going to start with my hundreds. 100 is too much. I'm going to go with my 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 60 is too much. So now I'll take my ones. Remember with this, I want to make sure my my two lines on my beam line up, and it's getting closer. So we're going to take it and we're going to round up. So that's 0 plus 50 plus closest to 8. So it's about 58 grams for tennis ball A. Then the other tennis ball, everything back to 0. So I'll start with my 100. 100 is not enough. 200 is too much. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 90 is too much. I'm going to go back to 80. Now 90 would look like it was barely too much, so I'm going to bring it over quite a bit. Now I'm going to start going slow since I'm close. Okay, that's about it. So for tennis ball B, I have 100 plus 80, and that's closest to 9, so it's about 189 grams. So we definitely have a mass difference. We definitely have an ability to bounce difference. And I can also test the magnetism. I have a magnet right here, and it's a smaller magnet, so it's not really going to be able to pick up the tennis ball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tennis ball and then try to pick up the magnet with the tennis ball, because if they're magnetic, then it's going to stick. If it's non-magnetic, it will not stick. So tennis ball A does not pick up my magnet. Tennis ball B with the larger mass also does not pick up my magnet, so they are both non-magnetic. And then I'm going to test the density. Now remember, for density, it's whether something sinks or floats. So for this, I have my container of water. And I'm going to put tennis ball A in first. And it floats, and it floats very nicely. So it is less dense than water. Tennis ball B sinks. It is more dense than water. So on the next slide, it's going to ask you to list some of these properties in a T-chart with tennis ball A and tennis ball B. So go ahead and go to the next slide and list your properties that we've discussed.